Hey everybody, and welcome to the Drowning Fools podcast. With me, as always, is Deshaun and Derek. But
Hello.
today, we also have a special guest, Mr. Slick Tactics. How you doing,
everybody?
Slick?
Doing good.
It's good to hear. Good to hear. So, yeah, it's been a pretty good day, pretty good week for me. How you guys been doing?
Tired.
Tired.
I was up playing Sekiro all night last night.
That's why you went to bed at like 4 a.m.?
Yeah.
How's it going?
Dying.
I mean, figured as much, but
Do you work today?
It's no, luckily. That's why I was up so late last night, because I don't work today. But I mean, playing it, I'm really starting to realize, like, people saying it was too hard are just babies. Like, I'm at the part where it's actually getting hard, you know, and
Gotcha.
so it's like all that, or like like the stuff people were saying, oh, it needs an easy mode. I don't know what they were talking about. I have no idea why they would think it needs an easy mode. It's not any harder than like Dark Souls, really.
Gotcha. So before we get too far, hey Slick, you want to introduce yourself? Tell the people who you are.
Yeah, sure. My full name is Slick Tactics. I am a FGC meme. I said memer.
Meme Lord.
I am a FGC content creator. I usually do Twitch and YouTube stuff like that. I've been slowly working on a series about basically the lores of fighting games and stuff like that. But mainly, I just do Twitch ranked match plays. And my favorite style of fighting games is anime.
Okay. Aerial raves or just anime?
Mainly Blaze Blue.
Okay. Yeah. I am A-okay with that. Nothing wrong with that. I play a good amount. I can't say I play. I am currently playing a good amount of Blaze Blue. Just not BB Tag, because fuck that game.
He's got beef with that game, even though he was trying it out and was cool with it when the podcast first started. Now he's like, fuck that game.
which makes me sad because there's Ruby characters in that game, and I like it.
I mean, no, there's...
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, so I have issues with, what's it called? Auto combo systems. I have big issues with auto combo systems.
Man, you must hate Dragon Ball Fighters then.
I'm not the biggest fan of Dragon Ball, surprisingly, because of that fact.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I literally learned 3 characters and have not picked up anyone new. Because anytime I try to learn someone new, I'm like, oh right, auto combos.
That is true. You do play the cheesiest characters.
I don't play the cheesiest characters. Come on.
No, he plays the cheesiest character though.
Right? Yeah. You did pick up Hit for a little while,
Which is legit.
And then I was like, I don't feel like learning combo strings with him because auto combos.
Yeah.
And if only you just didn't play 16. This wouldn't be an issue.
He really hates my 16. Actually, everybody really hates my 16.
Everybody hates 16.
Yeah, I was about to say, a lot of people just hate 16 in general.
I don't see why. I really
Do you want me to link you the Leffen clip?
I've seen like
Then you
Theros
know
clips.
why.
But no, I feel like that's just part it's like saying, oh man, everyone hates Zangief.
Zangief isn't fast.
It's like 16 has no other option but just to be an asshole and annoying.
Yeah.
I guess I really still
16 is like pure frustration. Like you're having fun, and then 16 does some shit. You're like, come on. It's just annoying.
I guess. All right. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna win this battle because I play them. So
Yeah.
at least I'm not a dirty Blanca player.
True. You don't talk to Blanca players.
You don't talk to Blanca players. So hey, Slick, how's your week been? And your week can go back anywhere, so because you've never been on the podcast. So
All the way to the day of your birth.
yep.
It's a really
It
long
all
week.
started when I was first born, and my mom gave my mom a Sega for a baby shower. But my week has been going pretty good. I have been out on the grind because if y'all don't know, one of my friends, Rizzy, his birthday is coming up, so we're all going to Jersey to celebrate.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I just been saving up the money, going to my extra jobs, and doing a whole bunch of stuff.
Nice. All right. See, look, we always say this is the working man's podcast, but man, it's literally the working man's podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 3 jobs, and my friends always say, "When do you sleep?" And I'm like, "What is sleep?"
Yo, I know that pain. I have one full-time job and a second-time job, and then I also record this podcast and like stream and do a bunch of other shit. So I mean, like, I get it.
Yeah.
I play like 3 D&D campaigns right now, so yeah.
But all in all, it's been pretty good. Been on that grind. I want to do more stuff on YouTube, but the money comes first.
Yeah. I know that feeling. I put out like a video. I try to put out a video a month now. That like I finally got to the point where I'm like, I need to at least put some stuff out.
I try to put out videos, but then I sit on them too long and then I hate them.
Yep.
That happens to me so many times. Like I did a Kingdom Hearts review video and I did a Devil May Cry 5 review video, and I took too long to take them out, and I'm like, they're not even relevant no more, and I don't even like it no more. So scrap.
Right. I was trying to do a Bleach video, and I was just.
You're still doing a Bleach video. I'm not letting you like drop that shit.
Oh, then I'm gonna have to rewrite the whole thing then because I hate how I did it already.
All right.
I'm ahead of the curve because I just hate my videos before I start them.
That's where I need to be starting.
I already don't like you, and I'm only 1 second in.
Right.
All right. Hey, Deshaun, how's your week been?
It's been all right. I didn't really play a bunch of video games. Of course, I just played Sekiro, but I did watch a few weird shows. Not weird shows. I caught up on One Punch Man.
Okay.
I caught it's One Punch Man season 2.
Is it rough? Is the story good?
It's rough. I mean, the writing is still good because so that makes it kind of watchable. But some of the fight scenes, like they'll be really nice for about 2 seconds, and then it'll cut too fast away from the action, which sucks. There's still those rough shots, but then there's like glorious moments of like great animation where you're like, it's so close. But that's still going. Hopefully it'll pick up near the end. That's usually what happens on these shorter kind of seasons. Start watching Attack on Titan season 3 part 2.
I'm just not gonna watch that show.
Why are you scared of people getting eaten?
No, it was so the story about that show for me was I was looking for a comedy.
Wow.
I was like,
it is funny,
people have been talking about this Attack on Titan a lot. Let's give this a look.
But the thing it is hilarious though, because there's some Titans that run around and just look stupid as fuck, and there were like really humorous moments, but
yeah, but you get like halfway through the first episode, like, oh, this is a cool new anime.
But it's
and then
really
all of a sudden your mom gets bitten in half, and you're just like, this is not the show I'm looking for.
I actually really didn't like it at first until someone explained it to me as like it's Flesh Gundam, and then
Flesh Gundam.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, now I can kind of get into this.
That's a phrase.
Well, because that's basically really what it becomes.
You're not wrong, but I'm just like, that's a phrase.
Yeah, it's like Flesh Gundam, but it's like regular people can also take down the Gundams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's looking. What are you saying?
It's basically Gundam and Gundam SD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. What else do I watched this weird Netflix show called The Curlian Frequency.
Is this a documentary?
No, it's like kind of anthology-ish, a little Twilight Zone-y.
Okay.
Everything is basically like a silhouette. Like the entire show takes place in it's animated and it's all silhouettes. The characters, but basically it's like this radio show host is kind of just saying spooky stuff into the radio while creepy stuff happens. In the town that they're in, the town of Curlian.
I see.
And it's only like 5 episodes, and each episode's only about 10 minutes long. It's not spectacular or anything, but it's really interesting. It's pretty fun. And it's creepy and gives you this dread feeling a lot of the time, but it's also funny. So
yeah, I feel like Netflix is known for that. Like most of their best shows are sci-fi, eerie, mystery stuff going on in the neighborhood.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff that makes you think.
Yeah, Black
but
Mirror, Stranger Things, just
Love, Death, and Robots.
yeah.
What was the one with the people who keep coming back in different bodies because of science?
Because of science.
God, I forget what it's called. It was something about the body. Oh man, the name is escaping me.
Do you know who was in it?
No, but it was basically the way it would work is that you could implant your brain into other bodies.
I have no idea.
Man,
Yeah, I never heard of that.
I can't think of it. It was.
Well, the problem is that I have heard of it, but it's
name.
It's a concept of a million different things.
Yeah.
You know?
But yeah, so what else have you been watching? I'm gonna look it up while I'm Altered Carbon. There we go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't watched that.
That show's pretty cool. It's I enjoyed it. I didn't watch all of it, but I watched the first 4 episodes with my fiance. It's pretty great. Pretty great.
I'm trying to think what else I watched. I'm pretty sure I watched something else. Oh, I did. I watched Endgame.
Oh, yeah, so did I.
Yeah, I have also.
Sweet.
Derek?
Nope.
Do you care if we spoil it, Derek?
A bit, but I can take
Okay.
off my headphones.
Well, we'll do it at the end so that way you can leave and we can
Yeah.
just talk about it for a little while.
We'll do like a short spoiler cast or something. But
Yeah.
it you know what? It was for now. I'll just say it was good. I think as a movie, I liked Infinity War more, but Endgame is like a nice little satisfying conclusion to everything. It makes me care about characters that I fucking hated before.
Okay.
You know, so but it also makes me not care about characters that I actually liked. So
Gotcha.
you know, and there's some bits where I'm like,
Give
you
and
could have tightened this up, and it really did need to be 3 hours. But other than that, still a good flick.
Yeah, good give and take.
Yeah. That's about it. I didn't really do much, but other than that and work.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
That is
that is a robot for sure.
that's some lag.
Is that me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens though. It's good. You're good
Yeah.
now. So, so that didn't work, and that's it.
Yeah, pretty much. I didn't really do much else. Yeah.
See, this week for me, I played a lot of games this week. Actually, I played a bunch of Dead Cells. I started doing the first fossil Dead Cell runs.
Yeah, I saw you. Yeah, I saw you were streaming that.
I backed down out of that after three runs real fast. I'm like,
It's hard. It's tough.
well, the thing about it is that it adds a bunch of new people to the first couple fights. I was expecting damage ramp, more people on the map, whatnot. Instead, it's just oh yeah, no, there's invisible people on the first stage now.
Yeah. There's different. Yeah, they switch up the enemies a little bit in each area. And they add new enemies.
Yeah.
And I'm just oh, well, was not expecting that. I got bodied the first couple runs. I'm just I'm just gonna go to Street Fighter if I'm gonna get this salty. So I just went to Street Fighter and then got to Ultra Silver.
Nice. And you got salty.
And then I got super salty, and I'm also no longer in Ultra Silver. I got to I think 3,900 points, and then went back down to 3,400.
Jesus.
So I gained 1,000 points on the day, and then lost 500 points.
Same
So it's still a net game.
like that.
It is a net game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, Street Fighter. I don't know what about it, but that fighting game makes me more salty than any other game.
It's because it's the game you care about the most. It seems.
Probably. It's mostly because it's the one of the few fighters that I can actually beat my brother in consistently because he just doesn't play Street Fighter because it's too slow.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Street Fighter V is my most saltiest game, but it's not my favorite. Mainly because of anti-air light punch. That just frustrates me.
Yo, that's so dumb. That's the dumbest shit ever that you can just jab someone out of the air for free.
Especially when you jump behind them and their shoulder hits you.
Yo,
my friend did it. I just stopped playing. He's like, "You're done." I'm like, "I'm done."
I'm done.
It's useful for those newbie Ken players though.
Oh yeah, for sure. Sorry. Can you hear full screen Tatsu?
Oh god.
Can you hear full screen Tatsu again? Oh, it didn't work the first time. Let me do it a third time. Oh, I fucking hate playing with anybody who's less than silver because it's just you have no idea what they're gonna do, and most of the time it's just oh, you decided to actually press a button right when I decided to go in.
Yep.
It wasn't on purpose. Like, if someone beats me with that kind of shit on purpose, I don't get salty over it. What I get salty is when someone's like mashing on the sticks, and I'm just like, I'm losing to this dude. But yeah, no. So I played a bunch of Street Fighter, played some Dragon Ball Z on a controller.
That game you hate.
I really don't hate it. I just don't. I don't like it as much as Marvel. I just don't like it nearly as much.
Yeah, of course you don't.
Well, I mean, because in Marvel, you at least know what you're doing when you press a button. In those games, you have to actually know the character in order to just, like, learn a character. Which I just don't like that process. I don't like it at all.
Fair enough.
You're like, I've heard this conversation too.
Yeah, I've heard it like a million times. I don't want to hear it again.
But yeah, and I did that. Didn't play any D&D this week. And let's see, what else did I play?
Oh, I guess I did play D&D this week, but
yeah,
nothing really happened.
Gotcha.
I just got pissed off because I was doing all the work and everybody kept shitting on me when stuff went wrong. Like, I would, because nobody else was making decisions, so I'd be like, all right, and I was just doing stuff, and then.
Like, why'd you do that? You guys
usually stuff would go fine, but like the one time stuff would go wrong, everybody would start shitting on me, like, "Oh, you're so dumb. Why'd you do that?" Like, because I'm the only one making decisions. But anyway,
I gotcha. All right.
I mean, if it's anything like WoW, fucking raids are exactly like that. One person stands in the fire, and well,
yeah.
I gotcha. All right, and I think that's just about all I did this week. I played Dead Cells, Street Fighter, DBZ. I also bought Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom for the PC, so I'll probably be streaming that soon.
did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Because it was on sale for 70%. It was like $7. So I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and pick this up real quick.
Is it still on sale?
It should be.
I know a bunch of stuff was on sale for Golden Week, so I don't know.
Yeah, so. But yeah, it should be still on sale. And if it is,
No, rest in peace.
It's not.
Damn.
Nah, it's $25.
That
Feels
sucks.
bad, man.
I got it just in time then.
Yeah.
I'm so happy I looked it up then. But yeah, so I bought that. I'm gonna be streaming that sometime this week.
Seems legit.
Alrighty. And how about you, Derek? What you do?
A lot of working.
A lot of working.
I messed up my back at work on Thursday.
Oh, no.
And I'm still I'm still getting it fixed, or like it's still fixing itself right now. So
old age is coming for you.
well, it's because like
creeping up on you.
Well, it's because like in back when I was in college, I was weightlifting with Keon, and I messed up my back like 2 or 3 times doing squats, and
bad form.
Yeah, bad form,
Yeah.
and just other. It was like bad form the first time, and then like the next 2 times were just like
Too much
because
weight.
of my bad form the first
Yeah,
time.
I was gonna say because your back is still fucked up from the first time.
Yep.
Yeah,
I know. That
I mean, it had
too
been
well.
like a year since it. Like it happened like intervals of like 8 months ish. So
yeah.
anyway, but so I like did that to my back and it sucked, and picked up a shift, and that was last week. Never mind. Yeah, and that was basically it.
Okay.
I've been playing. I played a little bit of Street Fighter, very minute amount.
You had some fun with Manat.
I did. Between her and Ibuki, I think those are going to be my 2 characters. So I ever decided to pick up that game. And I watched all of Ruby last night, all of season 6.
Oh, nice. I need to get caught up. I'm like at the end of season 2.
I would suggest watching through season 5. Season 6, not. There's a lot of like plot stuff that happened, but nothing much actually happened. You know.
I gotcha. Well, I mean, I still just like the show, so I mean, I kind of want to get caught up.
Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, that was basically it.
I gotcha.
I'm sure I played something, but yeah, I played other shit, but
All right.
not by much.
All right. Before we get to the main topic, which is going to be Evo, hey Slick,
Yep.
who do you play in your fighting games? Blaze Blue, Mortal Kombat, etc.
Well, for the original Blaze Blue back then, I used to use Noelle and Ragna.
Okay.
And those was definitely my favorite characters. When the second one came out, I used Hazama.
Okay.
I kind of skipped the third one, and for the fourth one, I used Hibiki.
Beaky. Okay.
Is Hazama the dude with the green hair and the bowler hat?
He's
Yes.
the Michael Jackson guy, isn't he?
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
He looks like Gin from Bleach.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Just wanted to make
For-
sure.
For Street Fighter, I use Jurique. That's my girl talk window for life.
All right.
Hell
Yeah, that's what's
Hell
up. I
yeah.
agree. I agree.
For MK X, I use Jackie, and now in MK11, I've been using Jax more because they kind of destroy. Well, they didn't destroy Jackie. She's really good, but it just kills me that she doesn't have a projectile. And when people see that, all they want to do is just run away from her.
Which is weird because wait, you said she doesn't have a projectile?
She does not have a projectile.
See, like in all the story stuff, she's shooting the hell out of everything.
Yeah, she has full
so
auto
weird.
mode, but she doesn't have it in the actual game.
Wow.
And that pisses me off. Like, I understand a lot of people hated full auto in MKX, but
Yeah.
they completely take it away from her when that wasn't even the most annoying projectile.
Right. Yeah.
Like, if
yeah. Well,
that-
take all that stuff away from her, but not fix Scorpion. Really.
Yeah, like if she was to fight Kano or Katana in a projectile fight, she
Yeah.
would have lost. But
Yeah.
no, they didn't nerf Katana's fans. That junk still holds you up long enough for her to get up and throw another one.
Yep.
So that kind of just that just kind of annoyed me that they literally just like she could have had at least like one shot, but no,
Right.
you gotta pick rockets and then you have to use a meter burn just to shoot it straight.
That's so lame.
Yes, and for it to be a meter burn, it does the same amount of damage as a regular projectile.
Oh, that's so dumb.
Yes.
Thanks, NetherRealm. It's all that crunch.
Yeah, but in
Yeah,
return, they made her one of the most godly characters in
Yeah.
when it comes to combos.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's good.
I've
I
seen
mean-
some combo videos of her. They're kind of nuts.
She can pull a third strike Ken. She can uppercut you 3 times.
Yeah.
That's just funny.
Yeah.
Yo,
Oh no, I've just been ooga booga with Jax. Oh yeah, y'all probably don't know that term. Me and my friends make a joke about the most easiest characters. We call them ooga booga, like
Okay,
caveman.
yeah.
Me hit buttons, me
You hit
win.
buttons, yeah.
yo, I
okay,
mean,
I
you
see, I
see
see.
my name? Do you see my...
Like Nightmare and Soul Calibur.
Oh god, yeah, I know that one. Yep.
I hate Nightmare so much. You get punished for punishing him. That doesn't make sense.
Or a Keelik back in Soul Cal 3. Oh, let me just press
Mhm.
square and triangle and square and triangle.
All right, so Keelik was my boy in Soul Calibur.
Oh,
I
boy.
was one of those guys.
I was Young Sung, man. Young Sung.
I
and
was- My favorite character is Amy.
Amy. Okay.
Hmm.
Got a friend who plays Amy quite a bit. Yeah, but yeah, no. Boy, oh boy, do I hate Keelik. I play him too, and I hate him.
Yeah, it's fun to play him, but when you're playing against him, it's annoying as shit.
All right, but yeah, let's go on and move on to our main topic of this week, which is Evo and our favorite fighting games, which we already kind of covered. So mostly just Evo. I know Deshaun's not super excited for Evo. He never is.
Nope.
No.
But that's mostly just because of the commentary. I usually just mute it and just
Yeah.
watch the fights, just watch the
I
gameplay.
don't understand why you hate the commentary so
I just
much.
hate it. They're just annoying. I find them just obnoxious. I'd rather sit in silence and watch the game.
Do you hate the commentaries for like NBA and football and whatnot?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I'll-
That-
but
at least
but
it's
but
consistent.
but sometimes those guys will just start talking about other stuff, and I find that kind of enjoyable sometimes, just humorous. Because a lot of times, like basketball and football games are kind of just monotonous, and they're just a lot of it's just the same stuff going back and forth. So it's nice to kind of hear those guys just talk about something else for a second and
But-
have a laugh or something. But
Yeah, it's sometimes good to hear people go off topic about some stuff,
Yeah.
but then sometimes I get annoyed. Like, dude, pay attention to the game when
Right,
they go
yeah,
way
exactly.
off topic.
yeah, just start talking about baseball. And it's a basketball game or something, So
But you
And it's
don't
like-
think the same thing for like fighting games? No.
no, because with fighting games, there's more going on that I need to pay attention to, and I'd rather be paying
Yeah.
attention to that than what they're saying.
Okay.
It's hard to go off topic in a fighting game.
Yeah, because when you like with a sports game, like sports, you can stop paying attention for a little bit, But with a fighting game, if you stop paying attention for too long, you're like, what's going on?
I just like when so my favorite commentator is just Yipes. I mean,
Mhm.
hands down, it's Yipes. But like
Tasty Steve.
Tasty C is pretty good too, man. What was it? What is Tasty Steve? It's what, Tasty Jam or something like that. And then,
He killed it for Tekken Finals last year.
Yo,
I
he
was loving
did.
it.
He really did. I was enjoying that shit.
Is that what we tried to watch, Cameron? And I was like, this dude needs to shut up. where I
Was
just needed
it
it.
was it a black dude and an Asian dude?
I don't know. I know we were watching Tekken, but I'm not sure if it
Yeah,
was.
I'm pretty
for-
sure it was. I'm pretty sure
Was
it
it?
was. And you're just like, I'm okay. And I'm like,
Yeah, I
What
couldn't.
then he
I
kept
could not
saying?
listen.
Did he keep saying leg broke?
yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that was Tasty Steve.
Yo, I think that dude's hilarious, man.
I don't know. It's just not for me, I guess.
No, yeah, no, it's understandable. Like I get it.
Yeah.
Everyone watches for different reasons.
Yeah.
If I want to see the gameplay, I would just go watch gameplay. Like I wouldn't watch Evo if I'm just looking.
Yeah.
Like I'd watch top 8, but just the matches instead of like looking for the commentary and everything.
Hmm.
But yeah, no, I just like when Yipe starts going on about the history of people, because I
Yeah.
always like the history about fighting game players and whatnot more than the actual player, like the actual game they're playing most of the time. So when they bring up like, oh yeah, this dude lost 5K to this guy in a money match, and now they're pissed at each other and they've been angry with each other since the last match, I'm like,
Yeah,
that's the kind of shit I like to hear about.
Yeah.
I guess. But I mean, that's minor, I guess. That's like wrestling shit. That's
Well,
like.
yeah, I guess, but like that's
Yeah.
my favorite part of it is just the gripes with each other.
Yeah,
Or, like,
those stories
small
behind
news.
stuff will make stuff usually more enjoyable, I guess. But at the same time,
you don't want to hear them talk.
yeah, I really don't. I'd rather just watch them. I just want to watch the
I think-
game.
I think the other part about it that you probably just don't like is the fact that it's half the time. I wouldn't say all the time, but half the time it just sounds super dumb because it's nerd shit.
Yeah, it just sounds like gibberish sometimes. Or
Yeah.
they're just sometimes they get like overly excited, or they're just nerding out about something. I'm like, just relax, bro.
Like calm down,
But-
take a breath.
Yeah, take it down a bit. Take it dial it back. But I mean, I will say there have been times where I've watched something and I've actually enjoyed the commentary where it's been prudent to what's going on. So
Yeah, it's always nice when you like learn a thing about a fighting game you didn't know because
Yeah.
someone said something. Yeah, but so what games are we looking forward to this year?
like fighting games.
Yeah, like to watch at Evo. Cause I'm excited.
Oh, I actually totally forgot what's at Evo. We did a whole.
yeah, we did a whole.
one
We
I've
did a whole.
already forgotten.
We did a whole podcast about it, but so it's.
I mean, obviously Tekken for me.
Tekken for you, obviously, yeah. I'm probably looking forward most to the Unionist
Oh yeah, it's gonna be pretty good too.
because I got into it slightly, and that game's actually quite a bit of fun.
Yes, it's pretty fun.
Who do you play?
Glad
Do you play anybody, or do you just like play it every now and then?
I play Seth and Chaos.
Seth and Chaos, okay. I
You-
play in Kidu.
Hmm.
Man, that counter is so much fun.
I am looking forward to Sam's show since that hasn't been around for a while.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. It looks
And-
so good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Mortal Kombat and Tekken.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sam show is gonna be some. It's gonna be some hype.
Like
shit.
I entered for Mortal Kombat and BB Tag, but
Mm.
BB Tag has just been on a drop for so long that I don't even care about that one no more. Like
Yeah.
I go online, there'd be like one person in the lobby and that person's just staying still asleep. So I can't really get no good online fighting there.
I
Now I go to the
gotcha.
Japan servers is either super laggy or they know them
There's some-
crazy
there-
Gordo
I'm
combos.
about to say, yeah, there's some killers out there who are
Yeah.
just destroying everybody. Yeah.
Like I'm slowly learning BB Tag, but like I'm taking my sweet ass time because God no, fuck that game. I like watching it though. It is fun to watch.
Yeah.
Mm.
I wish Marvel did better. Wish Infinite was a better game.
Yeah, I wish Infinite wasn't a pile of shit. But oh well.
Fighting aspect, Infinite is great. Everything else is just horrible. And the stones is what ruined it for me.
really
Reality
should-
Stone
Yeah.
just killed it.
The stones were bad. They were bad.
Very bad.
And then the
Power
look.
Stone, Power Stone, Power Stone, Power Stone.
No, the worst was what is the
Reality, baby.
Reality Stone.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, Reality Stone.
Yeah.
Web
Web
sling.
ball, Reality Stone, Web ball, Reality Stone. Yeah.
It's the fucking worst.
Especially if like, before they patched it, they can shoot Reality Stone and you can dodge it, hit them while in the middle of a combo. The jump still comes over and hits you in the back of the head.
Yep.
Yep.
The dumbest shit, man.
It really should have just been function versus function fighter.
Man.
Like if they would have taken the stones out, I would have probably played it a little bit longer than I did.
You know what? Like either that or change up these stones so that they're a passive ability and there's no active shit to it.
Yeah, just the super modes.
Yeah.
That would have been good.
You're just making an ultra instead of or that's your comeback mechanic because there was no other comeback mechanic.
Or had them like how they were in Marvel superheroes.
Yeah. Just any of those things worked.
Literally anything but what they did.
And then on top of that, the look of it just was like they went realistic cartoon, and I'm like, is that
They looked a hot mess.
Is that what you really want? Do you really want like realistic, but still trying to make it a comic book?
Yeah, because they had like freakish no-neck Captain America standing next to like
Dante,
like Dante. Yeah.
Chun-Li's face before they fixed it. And the fix still wasn't even that good.
And even like just the character choices they went with were like, come on, guys. There's new stuff out there that you could have been putting in here.
Yeah, like what me and my friends used to say, they took the safe route, and that was a horrible decision.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, I just hope that like in 2 years they're gonna release a like a Super Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 or some shit like that.
Well, you saw that fake rumor about was it Uncanny?
Uncanny Edition.
It was supposed to have like all the X-Men and like Asura and a bunch of other characters. And everybody was like, "This is fake."
Yep.
Yeah. I was gonna say like what they need to do is take the Smash Brothers route, which is just like wait 5 years, put in your time, make it the most like genuine nod to comics and Capcom, and release that shit.
I think Capcom just wants to forget this thing exists. Really.
I mean, I was Max was talking about how they should just make a Capcom versus Capcom game.
Yeah, they should just make a Capcom All-Stars game.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome. They got the characters for it.
Yeah, they have enough. Yo, I would love to have Red Hood back.
I would love Nero in a fighting game.
Yo, Nero.
I would love to have Nero and Jin working together. That would be amazing.
That'd be sick.
Yo, that would be pretty sick. Derek's over there like, I have nothing to add right now.
I mean, it looks cool.
That is fair. Any games you looking forward to, Derek? At Evo? DBZ.
Yeah.
Looking
for some more Hook King God shit.
I like Hook. I really do. But now that Piccolo is actually like meta, I don't find him as fun to watch because it's like, well, everyone's using Piccolo, so he's not that unique anymore. Like it was cool when Piccolo was sleeper OP and nobody knew, and everyone was like, "Oh, Piccolo's bad."
No, but you have to understand, Hook King God is the only Piccolo player. Everyone else is playing.
Not. There was literally another person in top 8 for
You're not listening
Summit.
to me. You're not listening to me. He's the only Piccolo player. Everyone else is playing Nell.
I'm just gonna leave. You guys have fun. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm excited to see. Hopefully, there's a bit more like character diversity. Yeah. Because last Evo, it was like basically 16 Goku. No, it was like 16 Yamcha and
Bardock.
And Bardock. Yeah, like those are the 4 characters you saw on everybody's team.
Yeah,
and
which made it boring.
Well, yeah, and it's like now hopefully it's the meta that it's settled a bit more, and also it's a little bit like more fun
to
watch.
What you're looking for is more diversity because
I'm looking for not 16 and not using Vegeta and not Yamcha.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so I mean that's one of the reasons why I really love Street Fighter 4 because every single year at Evo, a different character won.
Oh, yeah.
Variety.
Yeah, like same thing with Street Fighter 5. However, the problem with Street Fighter 5 is that it's super flowcharty. Like no one is like doing anything fantastic with their character.
That's a huge problem with like Tekken now. It's like you're either playing a Mishima or Yoshimitsu or King. You know, you'll rarely get like a Hwoarang in there or a Brian. I think Dragunov was pretty big for a little while.
Dragunov was big.
Yeah, he was real big back then. Him and Jack.
Yeah.
But it's like the same
small
group of characters.
there was a guy who made it to I think 4th place. He got through pools using Brian, and then once he got into the top 8, he switched characters to someone else. But he was counterpicking with Brian to certain characters and whatnot, which is always crazy when people are that versatile, where they just are like, I can play anybody on the roster to this high of a level.
Yeah, so that's probably all I'm expecting. I'll definitely watch all the highlights that come, like the videos that come out of it, because I know there'll be some high best moments. But
I know.
Yeah, I don't know.
It feels like there isn't as much hype for Evo.
Yeah.
So, Sean, can you leave call and come back real quick?
Oh, is it getting fucked up again?
Yeah, we didn't hear anything of the last thing you said.
Damn it.
And he's back.
There we go. Am I good?
Yeah, you're good now.
All right.
So what were you saying though?
I was just saying it really doesn't feel like there's as much hype for Evo this year. Like I feel like I'm excited to see how Sam Show does, but like everything else, I'm like, eh.
I feel like a lot of the hype has been taken away from the loose aspects of what is being what is being main event screen.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh yeah, Skullgirls didn't make it, but all this other shit did, and then it's like next year, oh, this game is coming out next week. Getting...
It's either like typical stuff or stuff that people don't really think belongs there.
Yeah.
But
I will say that even as basically a like noob to the
FGC.
To the watching scene, it's like it doesn't make sense to me that Mortal Kombat 11 and Sam Show both got slots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know we know why, obviously, but
yeah,
it's just not really fair.
Like Mortal Kombat 11 makes a little bit of sense because
they had more time, I think, and people were able to play
Mortal Kombat.
It came out in April too, so like that's at least 2 months.
Yeah. But Sam Show's there because SNK was like, all right, it's either going to be King of Fighters or Sam Show. Well, Sam Show's coming out. We need to push this game. So,
I would have been happy to see King of Fighters, though, man.
It would have been great. King of Fighters is good.
Yeah.
Is 14 the newest one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I don't fucking... and the other thing that kind of surprised me was that they have 2 Arxis games with... Oh, no, do they have 3?
They have 3, I believe.
Fighters, BB Tag, and Under Night technically is more French bread, but Arxis helped.
I would say that's French bread, though.
Yeah, so like it surprises me that both Dragon Ball and BB Tag are there. Like I realize that they're 2 different series, but like it just
Arxis is hot.
Well,
I mean, I have fun with the games, but admittedly, I only button mash in BB Tag, so it's like
just like last year, anime taking over.
Yeah. I don't think anything's wrong with having 2 Arxis games or like 2 games from a certain what's it called?
Publisher or developer.
Thank you.
Yeah, as long as they're different enough. As long as they're enough.
Those are 2 complete different fighting games.
Yeah, I have a problem when they have 2 non-fighting games on the bracket like last year.
What 2 did they have last year?
Melee and 4.
I mean, those are okay. Look, man, those are fighting games. Come on, now.
Those are party games.
Yeah, Smash Bros is a party game. They're party games with fighting game elements, but they're still kind of.
Fuck you guys, man.
I don't think they're not. I don't think they're like fighting game tournament worthy.
I think Smash Series has enough tech that it can be considered a fighting game. I think there's enough tech, there's enough actual mentality that it's a fighting game. The same way that Shrek game is a fighting game.
It's still a party game that people found a metaphor.
Yep, it's a party game.
You guys. I'm gonna stay over here in this corner with my 16.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
But yeah, honestly, I always felt that was a wasted slot to have both of them up there.
Yeah, no, I don't think both of them should have been there. I think those are both the same game, genre.
Yeah.
So they should.
But if they didn't have melee there and they had 4 there, fucking melee players would have been shitting their pants crying about it. So.
You mean like how they are right now?
Right, yeah, not bathing and yeah.
They're not as bad this year because everyone knows Street Fighter or not Street Fighter, Ultimate Smash is the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
Ultimate's
Ultimate Smash in the
definitely
lineup?
fun. Yeah, Ultimate's in the lineup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's Soul Calibur 6 there too.
Oh yeah, that was the other game I was surprised about. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that game is that game dead?
I don't know.
I'm
It's
sure it has a
suck-
very small but dedicated fan base.
Yeah.
But emphasis
Yeah,
on
it's
small.
like because every time a patch come out, they
Mhm.
listen to the casuals too much to where some things that don't need to be nerfed are nerfed.
Yeah, I got you. It's one of those.
Like-
yeah.
Like Siegfried Scoop, he's had that since 2, where he just
Yeah.
grabs you and throws you out the ring.
Mm.
It doesn't throw out the ring no more. Why would you do that?
Oh boy.
Gotta
You know
make
what?
it
Look.
easier.
I will watch Soul Calibur 6 if you can bring custom models in.
That would be awesome.
Didn't they have a huge issue with that?
Yeah.
Because the custom models were smaller.
Because you can change their size, which messes up
Yeah.
hitboxes with some
Yeah.
characters' attacks.
Yeah, I saw that.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb. But like I'd love like I don't know why they made it change hitbox and size and stuff, man. There's already a bunch of stuff in the game where it's like, did that really hit me?
Yep.
So like get it like if you jump over an attack but you still get swept for some reason, I feel like, hey, I should be able to bring in my own little what my character looks like without changing its size or speed or strength.
Mm. But then you're getting into I made my own character. My OC is 2 feet tall.
Yeah, but her hitbox is still the same exact size.
Right, yeah.
Have fun with that shit.
You halfway across the stage and you're smacking him around with Nightmare's sword.
Oh boy. Alright. So yeah, no, I'm excited for Evo, but mostly just for I really just want to hear the stories. I just want to know where people came from and how they got there and whatnot.
I'm excited for potential memes. I
Yo.
want some buffoonery.
Can we get more crabs being thrown at Hungry Bucks?
Oh my god.
Yo, I
You
felt,
know, that was crazy.
I felt bad for
So
Hungry
mad about
Bucks.
that, but I just thought it was funny. Like it sucked, but
Yo, did you see he tweeted after that and he's like, man, my life is an actual meme now because I forget what seafood restaurant it was, but they sent him 5 boxes of steamed crabs.
wow, really?
That had to be Red Lobster, right?
I
If
have
they
no
can
idea.
just afford to chuck 5 boxes of crabs at somebody.
I don't
There's
know if it
also,
was 5 boxes, but like, yeah, he literally just got boxes of steamed crabs sent to him because
Hey, dude, that guy's living the life. I fucking love crab.
I don't. I hate crab. If I got a crab thrown at me, I'd probably find that guy and beat his ass. But only because I don't like crab.
All right, I now know what to do if we ever meet up in real life.
Just throw a crab at me.
Yeah, bro.
yo, we gotta go to Evo sometime. At some point, we're all gonna get together and go.
I don't know.
Evo with friends is freaking amazing, man.
Have you
Oh,
I
guys
would
sure,
like
yeah, with
to.
friends.
I would like to go and actually participate.
Hmm.
same?
So I would have to actually put in the time to like. I know I'm gonna fall out in groups anyway, but like I want to not be 512th in Dragon Ball. You know.
It's pools, sir. It's pools, not groups. Pools. That's why we're drowning in them.
Oh my god, fuck you.
I
The
mean,
point
I'd
isn't
be
the terminology. The
interested-
point is the idea.
Right, yeah. I'd be interested in playing some money matches in the filthy bathrooms. you
Yo,
know.
that'd be fun. Yo, you know what? If I ever go to Evo, man, I'm bringing my own setup and I'm playing people for money matches in Pokemon Puzzle League. Hell
Oh my god.
I mean, Catherine was there last year, so
that's right. It was.
I mean,
remember
I'd
that.
be playing people money matches in that game too, because fuck yeah, I love that fucking game.
Really like when you listen to players talk about it, they're always like, yeah, the real fun stuff is after the tournament. You know, it's when we're going back to hotel rooms and playing money matches and playing games you really want to play.
I'll play people in Modern Warfare 2.
because
The
after
one 1v1 I can win.
after BB Tag Finals, they had all the new characters that wasn't out yet at a bar, and everybody was just living it up in there.
Nice.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Do they have anybody from Ruby? Like any extra? Or is it just the 4 still?
No, it's just the 4 still.
God damn it.
They really need to add more.
They
More
do.
Ruby characters.
Just
I
add
need Mercury.
Juniper.
I need Mercury and Crow.
Okay, so Wait, so have you caught up to season 6 then?
Yeah, I've completely caught up.
Okay. Did Emerald's boobs look bigger in this season or what?
They probably are a little bigger.
I think it's just the camera angle that was like constantly centered at her chest, but it was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they was always like really close up on her in that area.
Yeah. I don't know. It popped through my head while I was watching last night. It was just like, something seems wrong here.
Or very right, one of the two.
I mean, she's pretty cute, let's be real. But
Yeah, just so you know, Slick, I'm not into Ruby at all. I find it super, super boring.
This man
To each their own.
hates the show.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, I don't. I think hate is maybe a strong word, but man, there's a strong dislike.
Oh, I can tell you some stuff I hate.
please,
Like,
no, I don't have time for this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got here's a big old list of all the stuff I hate.
Sean, I have work in like 6 hours. I can't stay for this.
You don't. I was gonna say you don't have a list, man. That's a fucking scroll. That thing just keeps
Right, yeah.
going.
I have a library full of books of just stuff I hate.
I don't think
Sonic-
that there's that's the funny thing is like I think a lot of people are like you, Deshaun, where they have like things they actively hate,
Mhm.
and then I think there's fewer people who have things. I think more like Cameron, where they have things that they are neutral about or slightly dislike, but they don't actually hate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not many people like me.
I'm also one of those people. I don't
I'm-
actively hate anybody, or I was gonna say anybody. Woo. I don't actively hate anything that I can think of right now. I'm sure there's something, but
The problem with like what Cameron's usually neutral or he likes is it's usually stuff that's garbage. That's objectively garbage. So
So, but like the difference is that the stuff that I like that is garbage, I acknowledge is garbage typically.
no, because you like Sonic X and you keep trying to say it's a
look,
fine good show.
Look,
bro, Sonic X is on Amazon Prime. I can't wait to watch it.
see, are you? You're the fucking problem, Deshaun.
Wrong. No.
I mean, if they delete one character, Sonic X would be great.
Yep,
Is it Chris? Is it the little boy?
It's the little boy.
it's the little boy.
you. Me and fucking Cameron were arguing about this.
No,
I was like,
we
this show
weren't
would be
arguing-
fine if they
we
got
weren't-
rid of the kid.
We weren't arguing about the fact that the kid was fine. We were arguing the fact that it was a kid's show. That was.
No, you were saying it was a good show, and I was saying it was a bad show.
I
That's
was
just,
saying it
that's
was-
just everything
no,
from the game.
Look, you're twisting my words. I said it was a fine show. It is
No, I said
like
that
a
earlier too.
5 out of 10.
That's not good, Cameron.
I didn't say good.
Yeah,
That's
5
not
out of 10
fine
is a
either.
fail.
That's
a-
completely. That's
That's
fine.
literally a failure. That's not fine. That's not an F for fine.
I don't know, man. Like,
Anyway, see
That's-
Sonic the Hedgehog the movie in theaters this November.
Oh,
That's what
hell
Cameron
no.
tried to do.
Boy, I can't wait to see that redesign.
Cameron was trying to defend that too. You said
I
it
was
be a fine movie.
no.
Yes, you were, Cameron.
I was on the last podcast not defending it. Actively.
that would be me.
I mean, they could redesign the hell out of that thing. It's still gonna look like shit.
Man, you get me twisted so much.
Okay, well, while you guys are all emotional, do you want to talk about the Endgame stuff? I can peace out.
Yeah, sure, I guess that's fine.
How long have we been going? Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
All right. Well, hey,
Leave it going for a little bit.
Let me plug my shit and I'll get out of
yeah, I
here.
was gonna say
All right.
we're gonna go plug our shit, and then after we plug, we're gonna go into in-game spoilers. So if
Mhm.
you guys don't want to hear in-game spoilers, you leave now. All right, Derek, where you come from?
You can find me on Twitter at real_CIS and Twitch and YouTube at Game in Second.
Alrighty, and Deshaun, where'd you come from?
You can find me at Mr. Urban Buddha on Twitter, Super Urban Buddha on. Wait,
Done.
Shit. I'm forgetting what my stuff is. Sorry. Mr. Urban Buddha on YouTube, Mr. Urban Buddha on Twitter, and then the Urban Buddha on Twitch.
Alrighty. And Mr. Slick Tactics, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Slick Tactics. My YouTube channel is Slick Tactics, and for Twitch is Slickest of Tactics.
Yeah.
I already followed you on YouTube.
Yeah, man. I got you, I think, on all places. And then you can find me at I Press the Buttons. I almost said Slick Tactics.
Wow.
Wow.
You can find me at I Press the Buttons on pretty much anything. You might have to add some spaces and shit, but yeah, just type in I Press the Buttons. You should be able to find me on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Alrighty, and from here we're going to Endgame spoilers. So if you haven't left
See
yet,
ya.
later. Alrighty, man. Thanos was a fucking G.
In Infinity War, I thought Thanos sucked in this movie.
I thought he was fucking badass.
It was kind of weird because he was taking on all the Avengers with no Infinity Stones, but in Infinity War, they could kind of hold him down when he had like 3 or 4.
Yeah, that's why I was like, what the fuck's going on?
He was whooping the shit out of him without those Infinity Stones. He took out Thor, who had 2 hammers at the time.
Yeah. Yo, that fucking double glade was fucking
It was
awesome.
weird. It was awesome, but it was like, why is this his weapon? You know.
Oh,
But-
I figured it was something he used from the comics.
Not
You also
that,
gotta remember who was fighting them the first time, because the first time it was Doctor Strange fighting them, so of course he was giving them go.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
And
That's
then when he
true.
got to Earth, he was already tired from that fight, which is
Yeah.
why they was kind of giving him a little bit of go.
True. But this Thanos just had nothing, and he took on a god and Captain America and Iron Man.
Also,
and,
he didn't get jumped this time. He was prepared.
true,
Yeah.
yeah, he jumped them this time.
Yeah.
But let's start at the beginning, so there's no if we don't get tied
Yeah,
up
sorry.
on
I just had to get off that on my
Uh,
chest because I
uh,
don't talk to anybody about this.
So like the first, I would say like the first probably like 10-20 minutes of the movie are like my favorite parts of the movie, where they're kind of dealing with the aftermath and like they go to Thanos' planet and
the whole fact that
like-
they're accepting
Run
their
up on
fate.
him.
yeah, they just ran like oh my god, they just came and just whooped the shit out of him. They just chopped his arm off and
This
got him
man's
in a
like,
chokehold.
I'm okay with being a gardener.
Yeah, I really liked that he was just fine with it. He was just like, yeah, I don't care, kill me. He's
My thing has been done.
yeah.
Yep, my job is
won.
done.
I was shocked when we just chopped his head off like that. though.
Yeah, that was.
I was pretty
I
surprised.
aimed for the head.
Right? Yeah, I thought that was really good. That wasn't them being heroes. That was them literally being Avengers. They were going for revenge.
Yeah.
And
Well,
that's why one of the things that Tony Stark brought up too. He was like, "I'm tired of being the Avengers. Why do we do stuff afterwards?"
Right? Yeah. Why are we so reactive? Yeah.
Yeah, like my favorite thing about that part was they went there with good intentions, but like they clearly couldn't hold back the emotions, and I'm like, that's how proper superheroes should be.
I mean, I'd be pissed too. We get there and you tell me the stones are gone, so we can't fix this.
Yeah, and I thought that was really cool too. He was like, "Yeah, hell yeah, I destroyed the stones. It almost killed me, but I'm not gonna let you guys fix this."
It's the whole point of my agenda.
Yeah, and I really liked, there's the 5-year time skip, and then there's dealing with the aftermath. But the world's kind of a better place now, It's
Yeah,
kind of tough to argue with what he did.
I mean, yeah, wiping out half the population on any planet will help with the resources and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But that was a mass genocide. Who are you to do that?
Yeah.
right, exactly.
like
Which is their whole point.
I love the whole argument of who's in the right, doubling the resources or halving the resources.
Yeah,
Or having the population, because I mean, on one hand, yes, you're right. Doubling the resources would bring prosperity to everybody for, let's say, like 1,000 generations, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then after that, what's gonna happen? And then at the same time, you're just like, all right, but hey, guess what? If you just let people kill themselves, they're all going to die, and then life is gonna start anew.
I think the thing is like with because here's the thing. So Thanos does it right.
Yeah.
So maybe say like a year or two, if after they could fix it, everything would have been fine, right? But they didn't. It took them 5 years
Yeah,
to fix it. People have moved on,
yeah,
and life is kind of getting like whales are in. There are more whales in the ocean now swimming around.
people are
stuff's kinda
finally
just-
getting used to the fact that hey, this is our life now.
People are getting married and having kids and stuff.
Yeah.
In that 5 years. So now that everyone's back, stuff's gonna start to go to shit again. You're gonna have to deal with it's like, oh well, my wife got snapped away and I got remarried, but now my wife's back.
Oh,
Yeah, that's gonna be some awkward situations.
I
Yeah.
didn't even think about that. Oh, that's bad.
It's stuff like that where you're like, and,
And then
you know what?
the people who got snapped are still the same age.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh man.
So there's some discussions with these
Yeah.
5-year gaps.
Yep.
Yo, that's fucked.
And yeah,
Yo, I didn't think of
Like Ant-Man's daughter was grown up.
yep, she was all grown up.
Yo, I didn't even think about that. Yo,
But
I've been fucking this bitch for 3 weeks. My wife came back.
My wife just came back. What about because they showed so Peter Parker's back, right? But they showed his buddy, what was his name?
Yo, right. He was in
The
the
fat kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they showed him, but I don't think he got snapped.
If he's the same age as him, he got snapped. They just didn't
Did he?
say it. Yeah, just like out of nowhere, you didn't even know. Black
Yeah.
Panther's sister Shuri got snapped, and when they were showing the little thing, you see her
Oh,
real
yeah,
quick
yeah.
in the pictures.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they did show him. Yeah, because it would have been really weird if he was still in high school after 5 years.
Yeah.
So that means what's her name? Not Gwen. Is it Gwen?
Mary Jane.
Mary Jane. There we go. Thank you.
Yeah, she was snapped too.
Yeah, she got
Yeah.
snapped too. Unless
She would have had to.
yeah, in order to be in the same class as him for the next movie.
Oh god, that movie looks like garbage.
We're not talking about that right now, though.
Not talk about that. What else? I think. Oh, okay. So I loved Professor Hulk in this. The Smart Hulk.
That was
Banner Hulk.
That was my
Yeah.
favorite part of this.
I
whole
thought
movie.
he was so great. And he's one of the characters when I mentioned earlier where I didn't give a shit about Hulk before in these movies, but
Mhm.
now I care about. Now I like Hulk. You know. Now I
So
enjoy
is this
his
on
performance.
is this on like a storyline to Grey Hulk?
No, cool. Technically, because Gray Hulk was technically the first Hulk. Technically,
Yeah.
But as time went on, and there are like a million different Hulks. Like there's, and not just like big green Hulks. There's there's Devil Hulk
There's
and
Red Hulk, there's
Guilt Hulk and Red Hulk.
She-Hulk.
Like ooh, I hope they
Oh,
find a way of bringing She-Hulk soon. That'd be great.
that'd be cool. Yeah. I hope so. Speaking of this, like, what do you guys think about the story progression? Because I thought it was pretty good. Like, there's a couple parts where I'm like, okay, this is going on a little too long, but for the most part, it was pretty good beat for beat.
Yeah, I think the movie didn't need to be 3 hours, but because they kept throwing in like they kept talking about Captain America's ass, which gave me like weird vibes for a while.
Yeah.
That's America's ass.
Right? Yeah, I was like, why are y'all talking about his ass so much? First of all, it's not even that good an ass, like not in that suit.
Yeah.
But like it's just but it's stuff like that they probably could have cut out. Like there was that one scene where Ant-Man and Hulk Hulk was taking a picture with those kids in that diner, and then Ant-Man's like, hey, you want to take a picture with me? I'm Ant-Man, and then that goes on for a little too long.
Yeah. I found that kind of funny though.
I found it funny for about 5 seconds, and then it kept going.
Yeah,
and I was
it went
like,
a little
all
too
right, I
long.
get
Yeah,
it.
they did drag it about a good 5 extra seconds too long.
Yeah, I was
So-
like, come on.
Like after the part when he's like, "Look at the kid, he don't want to take a picture of me." They should have ended it.
That
right
should have been it. Yeah.
But like
Because it just got awkward when he was like, just take the goddamn phone. It just got awkward at that point.
the only
Yeah.
good thing about it was the fact that it shows what's his name, Ant-Man's personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also like how really nice Professor Hulk is. Like he's just like a really cool guy.
Yeah.
Um,
I love
but-
all the track suits he wore.
yeah. But as far as story progression goes, I think when they started the time travel stuff. This isn't story progression. This is just kind of the story in general. The time travel stuff, they're kind of they try to explain it, but at the same time, they also just don't want you to think about it. But then they keep trying to explain it to you, and it still doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
But
Nah.
it's time travel, so that's never really going to make sense.
Like, I think there was scene too many of explaining it.
Yeah, like when Hulk was on the roof with what's her name, they didn't really need that scene where she's explaining to him how taking the stones out of one timeline does this, and it changed the timeline.
So
Didn't need that. Like I get it.
I think that scene needed to be just shorter, or
Yeah.
because I mean the thing about it is that they needed the first time to explain it of how it works about the whole Back to the Future thing because that needed to be brought up.
Which is annoying because I hate when media is like, this isn't like those stupid movies said this stupid movie.
Yeah.
You know, so that gets a little like, don't tell me not to think about the time travel mechanics.
Yeah, don't
in movie terms in a movie. You know.
Yeah, no, like if they're going to explain the time mechanics, they should they should like bring up a couple movies to reference because obviously you need the reference just because the layman needs to know what they can use as a reference. But the other thing is that when you explain it, just go into either too much detail or no detail at all.
Yeah, either explain it totally like how like concrete period. This is how it works, or kind of be light with it and just be like, do this happens. That's it. You know?
They were really flexible about it here, and that's what like I enjoyed. But then they try to explain it one more time, and you're just like, I got it. It's
right.
Timeline branches. I got it. I get it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like if they had just said, what you do in the past doesn't affect the future. All right, cool.
Yeah,
that's it. But you didn't have to go into this whole long thing. If you go into the past, that past becomes your new future. And if you go, your old future becomes your new past. Blah blah blah. Like, stop.
So, like, I get it.
Don't
branching,
need all that.
Branching. Okay, fix the past or fix the future. You can fix the past, or you can change the present.
Yep.
There you go. But so that was just one small little blip.
Well, because I mean, it affects like the ending of the movie where Captain America shows up and he's.
And that's where like the big controversy is going now.
Yeah, because it's like, how are you there if the past doesn't affect the future? If you go in the past with this time travel machine, you're in a different timeline essentially. But
I mean, because obviously that they was gonna fix everything.
Yeah, but it's like if they literally could have just been one line where he was like, yeah, I came back. I used the time stuff to come back to this timeline. That's all I had to say. Yeah, but they didn't say that. They made it seem like he was just waiting in their timeline and grew old in their timeline, which he couldn't have because of what they explained earlier.
Exactly.
But I mean, that's just a small quibble because I understand they really wanted to have that scene in there. So I'm like, okay,
they needed to figure out how to retire this man.
Yeah, which I understand.
You're cutting out again, Deshaun.
Am I?
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
But yeah, there we are.
All right, what's next? So all the time travel stuff, blah blah.
Who's your here? Since there's so many characters, who's your favorite of the of this movie?
In this movie,
yeah.
I don't know. I'd say it's probably a toss up between like. This is gonna sound weird because I hated her character, but it was a toss up between like Black Widow and Iron Man, because this is really, everybody else gets their moment in this movie, but this is really his movie at the end of the day. Like this is the end of Tony Stark's story.
Yeah. Literally.
Literally, because he fucking dies. But I knew he was going to die the instant they showed his daughter. I was like, oh, this man is a corpse. This man is, I don't know how he's going to die, but I knew he was going to die because he would sacrifice his life saving the day or something. But, I really, really, really didn't like Thanos in this, really. Because after he gets killed after his present self gets killed, he comes, the past self shows up and he's essentially a different character.
Yeah.
And instead of being like this complex villain with these goals, he's just, I'm just going to destroy the world and remake it in my image. Like, like he's still got the, I want to fix the world type thing, but this one is so much more like, I don't know, like sadistic and just evil.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm just gonna murder you. I'm just gonna kill you all, and that'll be it.
And I will enjoy it.
Yeah, it's like the other one seemed like while he got like small bits of joy out of it, it seemed more like he didn't like that he had to do this.
I think he liked the outsmarting part. That's like the part that he enjoyed, not necessarily killing.
He enjoyed being a mastermind, being the guy to put this whole plan together and all that. But when it came like in this movie, he just seemed like we need a big villain. We need,
He
it
is the
almost
big
makes
villain. He needs to become the big villain.
it almost makes you wish he wasn't in the movie after he gets killed in the first part. Because then I'm like, all right, so now this is just a straight story about them fixing something. And I was thinking about this the other day. If you just didn't make him the villain, you could have had other Avengers, I guess, say, no, we can't fix everything. But then you get into more stuff. So never mind. Fuck all that. I was because I got into like a weird, super deep hole thinking about it. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought so Hawkeye has been like my favorite character in all these movies. He wasn't in this one because he really didn't have much to do after a while. But I still liked. Yeah, he to me he is the most because he's literally the human character. He's like the most human character. He is, his. But even beyond that, like Jeremy Renner's performance.
Hello.
He when he's with his family, that's probably like some of my favorite stuff. That is also some of my favorite stuff in the movie where he's with his family and it feels like a real family. That he feels like a dad. He seems like a father hanging out with his kids, which is nice.
I like that he became Ronin too.
Yeah, that was cool. I don't know why he was. I wish they kind of went into that a little bit more because he was like, my family got killed, but scum like you was still out there, which I liked. But I think they could have gone into that a little bit more, like why he's targeting these guys specifically. I guess because I guess you could just assume they're Yakuza, but that guy kind of just seemed like
he said he was Yakuza.
Yeah, but that guy kind of just seemed like he wasn't even doing anything. He was like, So it's like, is he just hanging out in Japan taking out these guys, or is he going around the world taking out these guys? I think they said he was in like Mexico and
remember he had them lined up and he killed all the cartel people.
Yeah,
that was him.
Yeah, so I kind of wish they had gone more into that a little bit, but at the same time, I didn't want them to add 20 or 30 more minutes to the runtime. So
yeah.
You think they're gonna make like his own movie or series or anything like that?
Nah, I think he's done. I'm pretty sure he's done.
He'll
probably come back for like.
He's a family man
now, yeah. But I think he'll come back for like cameos or something.
Yeah,
but
or like helping out certain people here and there.
There's a theory that his daughter will become the new Hawkeye in time.
That'd be cool.
It's because in the comic books there's another Hawkeye who is a girl that he trained. Yeah. He's not his daughter, but
this is MCU.
I mean, he called her Hawkeye, and she got
right. He literally calls her Hawkeye. Yeah,
and she's been like shooting bullseyes like over and over again.
Right. Yeah. So
yeah, there's some cool stuff. Sorry, I got like 12 phone calls from the same person. I couldn't figure out who it was because they didn't say anything when I answered. It's creepy as shit.
Okay, so the absolute worst part of the movie to me, and I don't want to sound like one of those guys, but the movie could have gone without Captain Marvel. Like, legit, so worst part of the whole movie.
She was just there to clean house.
Yeah, she was like Superman in Justice League, where she shows up and just punches stuff, and then but she didn't save the day.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but not even. She just like shows up, and you're like, oh, it's you.
Right? Yeah, she was kind of, I won't say useless, but she was almost pointless.
She wasn't useless, but she was pointless.
Yeah, and Brie Larson, she's bad cast. She's not good. She's just not good for this role. She has no charisma.
Yeah, I liked her in Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, because in Scott Pilgrim, she was supposed to be like a bitchy, charismaless, chick who, you're not really supposed to like. But in this, you're supposed to like her because she's a hero. But I don't like her because she just seems like, a jerk.
Does she look like the character though?
Now she has a haircut, yeah.
Okay, so maybe she'll like work herself into being more charismatic. Maybe.
Well, the thing is,
director will change.
In the comic books, Captain Marvel isn't likable either.
Oh,
she's really not.
So I'm assuming they're just accurate to the because she is horrible. She's the most unlikable. She's like a fascist in the comic books. So, and she one time she literally is like she's talking to Magneto, and I want to say Magneto brings up he brought up like like concentration camps, and she goes like, oh great, oh you're bringing up here we go again, you're bringing up concentration camps again. And Magneto was literally a survivor of concentration camps in World War II. So she's that kind of character who doesn't really care what other people have gone through. I also didn't like how she really didn't seem to care at all about Earth.
Yeah, that seems a little
Yeah, because
odd.
she's worried about the big picture, not the small picture.
Yeah, the big picture that we never see.
Yeah.
You know, we
And-
like if
And
we had gone to
she's
those
like,
other
remember,
planets-
this is happening on all planets, not just
Right.
you.
And,
Yeah,
and you're sitting there
but
just
it's like, what?
I was gonna say, and you're sitting there just like, all right, I get it, but again, we're the people who can collect the Infinity Stones.
Right. How about you come with us so we can fix this so it fixes it on all planets?
Exactly. It's
But-
just,
But
I mean,
sh-
I
because
guess-
what could she possibly be fixing?
yeah, I mean, I
You
guess
know?
to be fair, they didn't call her and tell her that they had time powers.
But they should have.
They should have, but they
Because
didn't.
I'm sure she would have been down for going with them.
Oh yeah,
You know. But at the same time, I'm glad she was in less of this movie because I
Yes.
didn't want her. Because I think if she was in more of this movie, it would have been really, really bad.
because I feel like you would have been like, okay, how did they fail there? Just
Yeah. Especially with Captain Marvel, who's supposed to be like the most powerful MCU hero. So, but
My favorite character had to be Doctor Strange, but that's just bias. If I'm not including my bias, it would probably be it was a tough choice. I'd probably say it would be not Gamora. What's her sister's name?
Yeah.
oh,
her.
no, Nebula. Nebula was really good too.
I
Yeah,
really liked
Nebula
her.
is really good.
I really liked
She
her
was-
in this movie.
She had to grow on me though because I really didn't like her in the first Guardians movie.
Yeah,
And then
I didn't either.
I kind of started to like her in the second one, but not all that much because her acting was still weird. But this one, she's really like bringing it. She's a good character in this one.
Yeah.
I like that she was kind of like she was able to look at her past self and see how far she'd come, and you know she had to deal with killing herself. Like she literally had to kill her old self. you know?
Yeah.
Nah, she
she's
did
like-
that with no hesitation.
Right. Yeah. That
Well,
was great.
she's always done stuff with no hesitation. That's just her
Yeah.
character, though.
I don't like that they kind of brought back Gamora because now they gotta go through that whole arc again where
Yeah.
Yeah, she got her memory. She don't have the memory of this.
right, yeah. So now we gotta deal with her hooking up with Star Lord again, and, you know, go deal with that relationship happening
You know,
again.
oh god, if they make Guardians 3 just Guardians 1 again, I'm gonna be upset.
I'm kind of excited for Guardian.
I am too. I'm just saying, like,
No.
if it turns out to be the same story as Guardians 1, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean it. I think since you know most of those characters have already gone through their development, we don't have to worry about that too much.
That's true.
But like I like that they have Thor there now. Hopefully, can I talk about how much I love Thor in this movie?
Yo, wait. Let's tell us his character first. Gotta give the people a moment
Oh
to
yeah,
talk.
so yeah,
Well, my favorite Marvel character has always been Spider-Man, but
Okay.
for this one, since he wasn't there that much, I like the whole treating Ant-Man like he's a nobody thing.
Oh my
and
God, that was
that was
so
hilarious
funny.
to me.
they were shitting on. They like when they come down in the ship and they blow his taco away, and then she's like, "There's some idiot out here." I was like, "Oh come on, man!"
and then Hulk gives him another taco like he's a little
He gave
kid.
him 2 tacos.
He's like, "Oh, cheer up, sport. You're a little kid.
Yeah.
Cheer
But
up."
that's what I mean. Like that's another reason why I like Hulk in this movie because he's just such a nice guy. Even when Hawkeye's sitting there, or not Hawkeye, but Ant-Man's sitting there getting shit on, he's there helping him out.
Hey, maybe you smash up some stuff so it looks like you're the
Yeah.
actual Hulk. Oh, dang.
Yeah, I think
Look-
Ant-Man was great in this movie. He was like he's like the real hero kinda because if it wasn't for him they wouldn't have had none of this, but they wouldn't have been able to go back in
you
time
could
and
have
fix
said
everything.
with Tony because he the one who figured out time travel.
True, yeah.
But the thing is that out of everyone, I think Ant-Man had the most heroic spirit, but that's also because he didn't experience the loss.
Yeah, he really didn't lose. He lost like his girlfriend, really, and his old
daughter.
boss.
His daughter was still alive, right?
His daughter was still
Yeah.
alive.
But he was technically one of the snap people in everybody else's eyes.
Yeah, that's what everybody thought. Yeah,
Yeah. So like when he came back and he's just like, ah shit, things have here we go again.
Yeah.
Sorry, but he was like, ah shit, shit has changed, but he never experienced the loss of everyone losing, so he still had the spirit to continue fighting.
Yeah, he had that optimism. He was like, we can do this. Like, let's, even when he didn't really have a plan, he was like, we can do something. Everybody else kind of just giving up.
Yeah.
Especially Iron Man.
But but you know what? I can accept that though.
Yeah, because they've had time. They've been like, all right, they've kind of accepted it.
He has a kid.
Yeah, he's trying to move on with his life. But yeah, Thor, fat Thor playing Fortnite.
Noob Master 69.
Yeah. So I'll come to your house and strike you with lightning or whatever he said. Yeah.
I wish they used a different name than Noob, because I feel like, oh man, if you guys just would have said Castle Master 69 or something like that, you would believe that's a real name more than Noob Master. Yeah,
instead of Noob Master. But at the same time, they were just trying to get that joke out there. It was an easy joke that,
Yeah, and on top of that, you actually might say some dude's username.
Right, yeah. But yeah, I like that Thor he went through this little, he was depressed, he failed. He was a god who failed. And I guess some Asgardians survived because
everybody in that world was Asgardians.
Yeah, which was weird to me because in Infinity War, the ship that all the Asgardians were on got blown up because Thanos showed up and
was like, bye.
He supposedly killed half of them, and then he blew the ship up.
Isn't there a certain thing where Asgardians don't actually die; their spirit just goes to a different body sometimes?
Ragnarok, they destroyed that thing, so they can't come back.
I see. Nice.
In the comic books, they when the final Ragnarok happens, supposedly the final Ragnarok, Thor basically fights these super ancient gods who cause Ragnarok to happen every few millennia, and they absorb the energy from that. So Thor basically kills all those guys, and when everybody dies from Ragnarok, their souls go to humans on Earth. And he basically has an arc where he goes around finding all those people and getting them back to Asgard or whatever.
I gotcha.
But yeah, I think in this, it's just they're just Asgardians, and I guess in Asgardians can just be regular people. They're just no different from humans, really. It seems sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, Valkyrie's still around. That's obvious.
Which I was surprised at because she was just, a wall in Infinity War. So, but I'm sure they'll explain that. That would be I think it's pretty cool that he put her in charge.
Yeah.
I didn't like how she kind of was being bitchy to Rocket and Hulk for kind of no reason, but at the same time, she's probably shitty about the fact that she was, living in this fantastical world or whatever, and then now she's just in a fishing village.
Oh, you know what else? Thor's arc in this movie is very similar to how the end of her arc was.
That's true, because she was just depressed and didn't want to do anything, and
she thought she failed, and that's why she still stayed around for so long. I feel like
which it kind of made me wish they had him and Valkyrie had more kind of together, because if any character could help Thor get out of his funk, it would be her.
Yeah,
because she literally went through the exact same thing. I like that they kept Thor fat through the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad there wasn't some scene where he gets Mjolnir and it electrifies him, and now he's all skinny and handsome again. I like that he was, just big through the whole movie. It was nice to show that his depression still affected him. It wasn't just something you could get rid of instantly.
Yeah, because that and the panic attack was hilarious. I thought that was absolutely.
Well, that actually. Well, you're talking about when he was when they were explaining the stones and stuff.
No. While he was with Rocket, and he was like, "I can't do this."
We talk. Yeah. When Rocket tries to tries to encourage him, and then he just runs away. Yeah.
Because the reason why I think that's hilarious is because that's legitimately what happens when you have a panic attack.
Yeah. Well, when he was the scene where he's trying to explain all the gems, and he's talking about Jane Foster and the what's it called, the ether or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That actually started to make me sad, because he was kind of just rambling on, and it was like, oh man, he is he's just falling
He's in a rough
apart.
place.
Yeah, they was like, dude, stop. He's like, no, I got this.
Yeah, I was like, man, that's one of those scenes where it was a good scene, but I wanted to just move on because it was bumming me out.
It's like a little too real.
Yeah, it's a little too real.
Oh man, trying to over explain something while you're like mentally fucked up is the worst.
I think it's hilarious that they used all that footage of Natalie Portman because she doesn't want to be in these movies anymore, right?
Yeah.
So they had to use old footage of her, and I don't know. I just the fact that she doesn't speak and they don't interact with her at all, really,
and she just gets
funny.
Shanked.
Yeah, like I do wish I could have seen where like Rocket actually stabbed her because I think he says he was gonna stab her in the butt. I would like to see that because that probably would have been funny. I also really liked Rocket in this because Rocket was like, he had finally in Guardians 2, he had finally he had gone through his arc and now he was. It's weird saying this, but he was like becoming a man. He was not really fucking around anymore. He was kind of stepping up in a way.
Yeah.
He was being he was being the leader that he kind of always pretended to be, when he would always kind of shit on Star-Lord and he's like, this is my ship. I'm the captain of the ship. To me, Rocket is now the captain of the ship.
Yeah.
I can see that. Especially saying that what's his name is super dumb and also he gets way too emotional way too quickly.
Yeah, because let's not forget the reason Thanos won in the first place is because of him.
Yep.
So, but yeah, like I think Rocket. Plus, Rocket had one anime ass design. Okay, he had like a red scarf, like an anime character.
Oh, he didn't he?
So, I kept seeing that. I was like, why? Like, is that a scarf? Like, why is he wearing that? But I thought it looked good. It looked cool. He probably had the best design in the whole movie to me.
Did you guys like the spacesuits?
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
The jumpsuits.
They were a little they were all right. They were a little too Ant-Man-y. They look too much. I know it's Ant-Man technology, but
the helmets was definitely Ant-Man.
Yeah.
I was hoping that it would be like a specific design for each one. Or like
I was too.
Something that's not universal. I'm like, well, I guess, but
of course, Rhodey War Machine had his own unique one though, because they just made a suit for him to have it, which was weird. I was like, how come he gets huge
like if he's gonna get a huge metal suit, why does not Hawkeye and Natalie Portman?
Yeah, like how about we all get a small Iron Man suit or something? This
at least like an exoskeleton.
Yeah, but to me the suits. I guess I didn't really see the entire point of the suits if they could just make them go away. Like if you were just gonna make them go away when they went back in time, you could have just not had the suits and just had it be like
it used
like
basically
like a small thin layer of something over them. Not
it used basically Black Panther's technology.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a small thing. I mean, it's like they're just the costumes,
Yeah.
I love the scene where Captain America is in the elevator and it looks like it's about to be the elevator scene from Winter Soldier.
Oh yeah.
I was so tense.
I was hyping for it. I was like, oh man, he's gonna do the same thing he did to him last time. And he's like, Hell Hydra. And then I lost my shit.
But part of me, when he leaned in, it was like,
Hell Hydra.
And he just walks out with it. That was cool.
Yeah.
I like that was a nice little swerve.
Yeah.
I like the conversation before that too, and he's like, "They're Hydra." He's like, "Then why y'all giving to him? We didn't know that yet."
Right? Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, that was great. I like seeing a lot of the stuff from the past, from like different perspectives, and like different angles. Yeah,
it was good.
Like when Star-Lord's like dancing on that planet, and it's just quiet, and he's just looking like an idiot, and they're like, "Oh, okay, so he's a dumbass." Okay.
Also like the fact that they showed how Loki got the Space Stone because at the beginning of Infinity War he just had it, and everyone's like, "How did he even get that?" And they show what happened. This man picked it up and got it loose.
Dipped. What else? I liked. There's another bit that I liked. I liked when Iron Man they went even further back and to like the 70s, and they met Iron Man and his dad.
Yeah,
and they had their conversation. He was like, you really don't know what to do when you have a kid, you know, and
Yeah.
you know, and he was like giving his dad advice about having a kid, which was nice. I like that lady recognized them, or not really recognized them, but she knew they were fishy, and she immediately went to report it to somebody. Because I always hate it when two dudes or however many dudes are acting weird and suspicious, and nobody who works at a place says anything.
Oh yeah, she snitched. She was like, nah, that's weird. Something's amuck.
Right? Yeah, she was like, I don't like this, you know. So that was cool. The movie kind of lost me with the final battle because it was just a big CGI dark battle, a bunch of faceless goons.
I was gonna say, I think it went on a little too long.
I think
I wanted to go a little longer.
Did you?
Yeah, I wanted to see more highlights of the other Avengers doing
True,
stuff.
yeah. I wish we could have got that.
I think if they had less, I don't want it to go longer, but take out less character talking moments, or if they're gonna talk while they're fighting.
Take out the scene where all the chicks just gather up for no reason.
That was the dumbest shit.
I mean, that was a cool shot,
Like,
but yeah, instead of all of them just gathering, instead of all of them gathering, they could have just showed all of them running towards protecting Peter. And they could have just showed them all showing up while running instead of just all of them standing there.
Like,
they have that scene in Infinity War, kind of, where Widow and Scarlet Witch and Okoye all team up to fight that one chick.
Yeah.
But the thing about that one is the reason why it works is because it feels natural. They show up, like, first it's Black Widow, then Scarlet Witch comes in, then Okoye comes in, and then it's like, okay, a battle is going on, and they're coming in, you know, one or two at a time, you know. This just felt like,
hey, let's get all the girls together.
Like all of y'all were in the same place at the same time? Like, really? Like, okay,
and you all wanted to protect Peter? Like,
at the same time?
Oh, he's got backup.
As big as this battlefield is,
why
all just teleported to the same place? Like where are the guys at? You know,
you see all those Wakanda soldiers fighting. You ain't helping them out.
they're all just
You see all these people fighting in the background, and you got time to walk over here and pose. Come on, right?
I think ultimately for me, instead of having like a big kind of just big war battle, it would have been nicer if it was like all the Avengers versus Thanos. I know you can't do that because they probably would just stomp the shit out of Thanos, but
they would destroy him if it was all versus just him.
But I would have liked it if you had that one battle where it was, you know, all of them versus him, to really drive home that he is the big villain, you know, and he's the one we gotta beat.
That's why they had the main Avengers fight him first before all that.
Yeah. And I like that he destroyed Captain America's shield, which is nice.
I saw that coming.
I love how like all the stuff in Tony
Stark saw it coming.
Yeah, I was gonna say I love how all the stuff in Tony's vision was shot for shot.
Black Widow, even Black Widow being dead.
The way Cap's shield broke.
Yep.
All that shit was exactly shot for shot. And I'm like, that's a cool nod.
Something I didn't really like was the snapping. Like they kept snapping.
Yeah.
To me, because remember in Infinity War, the big thing was don't let him close his fist. That's how he uses the stones.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like, do you have to snap? You know, it was like I preferred it when snapping was just a thing he was doing to kind of show off.
Yeah,
you know?
like that was his flair for it.
But even in Infinity War, Gamora says, you know, he could wipe out half the life. He wants to wipe out half the life in the universe. He could do it with the Infinity Stones. To me, that was just her saying he could do it in an instant.
Yeah.
It was a nod to the comics where he does it to show off to death. He was like, look how powerful I am. Snap. Yeah. You know, it's like showboating, but now it's like
it's a thing now.
It's like you have to snap to do it.
That's how you activate it, is you snap.
Like you couldn't I would prefer if they had just done the whole close his fist thing, because then you could have just given him the gauntlet and had them all fight him again. But I don't know, it's just one of those things where it's like that didn't have to be how it was. Like it went from being like a cool, fun thing, like clever, like a interesting novelty, to now it's the rule, which not, you know, it really shouldn't have been. It's just a snap, you know.
Also,
There's something else I'm thinking of.
Also-
Hold on. So there's a scene where, actually no, you go ahead.
Okay,
'Cause I think
I actually just solved it in my head. I was gonna say, also, wouldn't there be a time loop because they went and took all the stone from the past to kill Thanos, and then I'm like, oh right, never mind. They killed past Thanos, so past Thanos can't do present Thanos stuff. So it all.
well, I mean, it's not supposed to affect their timeline anyway. So supposedly,
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, they killed past Thanos' timeline.
I mean, but you got to remember, Captain America went back and fixed everything.
yeah,
Well,
you went back and put everything back where it's supposed to be.
So then,
Therefore, none of that stuff happened.
all
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Except the Soul Stone. How are you going to return the Soul Stone?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, how did he put that back?
Because he's going to show up on that planet and be like the Red Skull. You know, he's going to want to fight the Red Skull.
So what probably happened is he just gave it back to the Red Skull, and
That's what I was thinking. Or he just chucked it off the damn hill.
Yeah,
he's like, I think it's supposed to go here.
yeah, and you like. It's just weird to me. Like I would like to see that interaction where he goes there and sees the Red Skull and just what happens after that.
Now, the thing that also got me too is when he returned Thor's hammer. How did he return the Reality Stone back inside the girl?
He like re-injected into her, handed it to somebody. It's funny. Yeah. So there's like little stuff like that where you're like, that doesn't really make sense, but
that's why we didn't show it.
Right, exactly. Because I think like the Space Stone with the Tesseract, you're like, how is he gonna, make the Tesseract into a cube again?
Yeah. I mean, the easiest one was the Time Stone. He just gave that back.
Right. Yeah. You just hand it back to her. Yeah.
And the Power Stone, how did he put it back in that thing? Because I know it burnt the shit out of his hand.
Right. Yeah. So little stuff like that where you're like, don't think about it. That's stuff you really don't have to think about.
Yeah.
When it comes to the time travel stuff.
Don't think about it too much.
Too much. That Drake song. Yeah.
Oh man, that's great. But yeah, still,
yeah.
I can't wait for Doctor Strange 2 because I just want to see the more shit he can do. Because so far, the coolest shit I've seen is from his mentor and not him himself.
Well, I mean, he did some dope stuff in Infinity War. Like he was doing like comic book accurate stuff, like the Crimson Bands of Cyttorak and stuff like that. So
Seven Rings of Ragador.
So I'm interested to see what he does because he's like top tier in the Marvel universe. He's the Sorcerer Supreme.
Didn't he beat Dr. Fate in a death battle?
No, he lost.
Oh yeah, he lost the fight.
Yeah, he almost won.
That's because Dr. Fate is an actual god.
Yeah, I was gonna say he almost won until they went to his universe, like in the helmet. Pretty much, they were fighting in the helmet, and at that point, Doctor Strange is just like, "Oh, by the way, you're powerless now."
Yeah, Dr. Fate but all right, so the movie's great, all that, but there's one scene where I really can't forgive the movie. So it's just Tony Stark, Pepper, and their daughter, right, living in that cabin. But there's a scene where Iron Man is washing dishes, and he's washing 4 plates. Who was the 4th plate for? Good job, Russos. You fucked up.
No.
He said that he made a table for all of them if they wanted to stay.
But which was like 8 people.
His butler, though.
His butler? He's no butler.
Yeah, he does. The guy in the black suit that was sitting next to Morgan at the funeral.
Happy is not his butler, and he wasn't there.
Whatever he was. But yeah, I don't think he was there.
He was not there. 0 out of 10. Good job, Russos. You fucked up.
Maybe he had an extra plate because he was hungry. Damn.
True. Yeah.
or maybe they used that plate to serve.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, they could have put like the big turkey on there or something. But still.
Man, you're pissed over 4 plates, man. You never used 2 bowls to eat cereal before.
I mean, but still, okay. So here's what I was really wanting to get. And it's not really a nitpick with the movie. It's kind of just the fucked up thing that Captain America does. So I assume Captain America told Bucky what he was going to do. To like he was going to stay behind, right, and live his life out.
I felt Bucky just knew.
Wouldn't Buck? Because he said, "I'm going to miss you, Cap." So I was like, all right, and the way they were kind of looking at each other and talking, I assumed.
The only other thing I could think of is that at some point in the past, he told Bucky.
Well, I mean, no, like when he was like as he was leaving, I assumed to go back and fix everything. I assumed he had already told Bucky, "Hey, I'm gonna go back in time. I'm gonna, fix the stuff, but I'm gonna stay I'm gonna stay home, and live out my life. And I'm probably gonna give Sam the shields, because Bucky even tells Sam to go talk to him.
Yeah, that's true.
But here's my thing. Here's my thing. Wouldn't Bucky also like to go back and live his life?
You know what?
Want to take Bucky with you?
You know what? Maybe Bucky feels like he doesn't deserve it.
I think Bucky would be like,
"Yo, take me with you.
Please take me with you, so I could just live my life the way I wanted to, because he got brainwashed and was made into a killer and all that. But I'm pretty sure he'd get over that if he was able to just go back and, live correctly, essentially,
But I feel as though Bucky didn't really care that much in the first place.
Yeah, I also do kind of get the vibe that Bucky was just fine where he was at. He was, not really.
He's like, all this new technology, I actually kind of like it.
Yeah. Plus, he's probably like, I got this robot arm now. And
one thing that also got me when Thor got his hammer back, and what if Captain America wasn't worthy? So who was going to return it?
Right? Yeah, he was going to pick it up at all.
Yo, that would be funny as shit.
Yeah, because Thor kind of just assumed he was worthy because he goes, "I knew it" when Captain America picks up the hammer. But
I mean, he assumed that ever since Age of Ultron, because never
where he moved
to pick it up, he frowned. He was like, "What? You can't pick it up?"
So
the one of my favorite theories about that is, in I forget which movie it was, but when Thor calls his hammer, it doesn't come for like 10 minutes.
Oh, that's where it was.
That's where it was.
Yeah, Captain was like still using it and holding it. And he's like, "Oh shit,
that makes sense."
I'm like, I love that theory. That's a great one.
Speaking of hammers, I actually forgot that Thor's new hammer doesn't have a worthiness enchantment because Thanos grabs it and tries to hit him with it. So I was like, what the hell? But
that's just a OP weapon. It doesn't have requirements to wield it.
Yeah, which I can understand why he wouldn't, put it on there, because that's probably just a pain in the ass after a while.
Yeah,
having to constantly worry if you're worthy or not.
Yeah, that would be a problem.
I mean, in retrospect, just like in the comics, almost every other person was able to pick it up. Like, Spider-Man can't pick it up because he doesn't have the will to kill. Iron Man picked it up because it was needed. Captain America picked it up because he's worthy. And Hulk picked it up because he picked up Thor and used him as a hand.
Yeah. It's in the comic books, the worthiness is kind of conditional. It's like, are you in the middle of a battle and you really, really, really need this hammer, and you have, you're pure of heart, I guess, then you'll be able to use it. But because I think even Black Widow picked it up at one point.
Yeah, so a lot of people picked it up.
Yeah, it's one of those things where now it's like, I picked it up too. Yeah, I picked it up. Yeah, so it's not even like a big deal.
Yep.
So like when Thor isn't worthy, everybody should just shit on and be like, haha, Thor, I've even picked up your hammer. But
I think that about covers it, though.
Yeah, that's the movie.
Yeah.
Endgame is good. Solid 8 out of 10 for me.
Homecoming is still my favorite Marvel movie.
Oh, I'm not gonna say I hate that movie, but I don't like a lot of it. I don't like the high school stuff at all.
I thought Homecoming was good. It's not my favorite. I still say Doctor Strange is my favorite just because I like Doctor Strange. Again, biased. I
think Homecoming had good Spider-Man stuff, but everything where he was Spider-Man was annoying as fuck.
It's one of my favorite Spider-Man movies, that's for sure.
I mean, Spider-Verse is my favorite Spider-Man movie. So.
Oh yeah, Spider-Verse.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
I'm not counting that as the MCU universe.
Right?
Yeah, I'm counting that as something totally different. But yeah, that's definitely my favorite Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. All right.
I think Far From Home doesn't look good, but I mean, I'll never, if it is good, I'll never discount it if it is good, So hopefully they surprise me.
Yeah, I think that about covers it.
Nice.
If you guys want to do outros again, saying where we came from again, or do you think we're good?
Nah, I'm good.
All right.
Yeah, they know what we're about.
They know what we're about. All right. Well, thanks you guys for watching, and as always, laugh at yourself.
And play Golden Sun.
And play Golden Sun. All right.
And Skullgirls.
And Skullgirls.
And Skullgirls.
And Eunice. We'll catch you guys next time.